Yo, hello. I hope you guys are doing gorgeously well. Mikey here with another very chill out art drawing evening. Wednesday the 6th of May, 2026. Just picking up where we were yesterday, my friends. Just doing some sketches and waifu doodles. The very loose theme is drawing the android waifus from Stellar Blade. But really we could do anything. Wherever our heart takes us over the next few hours. Just a little DOS, a little practice. This, that, and the other. Although, right now I'm just going to be drawing a whole load of shapes again. Just to loosen up my arm. Warm up our business. Etc. So don't worry that you can't see my screen just yet. But how are you guys doing? What is going on in your respective weeks? Tutor Ramo, lovely to see you, dude. Thank you very much for the eternal lurk. The ever vigilant. Beanie points collecting. Tutor. What a boy. Hey all. Hi Blind Lurker, how you doing, man? What are you up to this evening? Yo, welcome back, Ro. What are you up to this evening? I like this track. It's got dun 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 dun. It reminds me of the Terminator soundtrack, ever so slightly. With that rhythmic, aggressive industrial noise. But it also sounds like it might be a theme track to a video game. What? Sorry guys, if you're listening over on YouTube or Kick, lovely to have you guys. On YouTube, we've got the stream set up so that you just hear my voice and you just get the artwork. Like I say, I'm just doing circles at the moment. Over on Twitch, we're actually listening to music as well. Link in the description. Pick the platform that you prefer. If you are playing your own music in the background and doing your own thing, and you just want a bit of Mikey talkie, YouTube's a place to be. If you also want all the gimmicks and the extras, that's where the crowd is. And all the music, then Twitch is your vibe. Both of them are completely free. Yo and welcome. The Saiyan Azuki. How you doing, dude? Phoenix of the Flame Network. What's good? Yeah, just chilling, dude. Just had my dinner. We're going to do some sketching. Chris Heath. I'm getting ready for work. You're awesome. You're awesome. And have been so helpful throughout the years. Hey dude, a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. It's lovely. I get such really kind messages from people who are just like, I thought you died. But also thanks for the tutorials. And I'm like, no. Cheers, bro. Just do some strokes. Blind's playing some games. Did you watch my video yet? Oh fuck, no, do you know what, Pixie, I haven't. Jesus. Pixie, I haven't. don't delete it. I know what you're like. You delete it to teach me a lesson or something. Not realizing it would just make me really insecure. Fuck. No, I'll have to come to that. Ayo, raise him if you got him. Cup of tea all around the house. You coward! Hey, Minute Mute. Hey guys, good evening. Hello. Right, let's bring you guys over in here. And yeah, that's it. What's the game? By the way, I used to have my camera super centered so that every screen I went to, it lined up. We don't line up anymore. It's super weird. You've got a hot toddy over here. Wait, you got someone around your house? Don't waste your time talking to me. I've realised that instead of cleaning the screen, I can just lick the tip of my pen to get a smooth glide. But the tip of my pen started collecting all sorts of flavour from the screen. So maybe I should clean the screen. I brought up some wipes. One sec. Wonderful. Seiya Nizuki, what is your favourite Dragon Ball Z character? And Taco Assassin, cheers for the follow over on Kick. It's very easy to neglect our bros and hoes over on the Kick side, but thank you very much, dude. Just clean up that weird speck. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these waifus around a little bit just to make this one a bit bigger. And then we'll sketch some ideas and stuff. Let's put that random head over there. And then it's just some random line work. Oh, Jesus. I've got the eyebrows on a different layer. Let's move it down. Wait, what layer is that on? How are these all still on separate layers? I'll just keep collapsing it. There we go. Yeah, I'll just tuck it. I like to draw before work every day. And I'm trying to get more into graphic novels in the old school way. Ooh, your sketches keep that dream alive. Hell yeah, dude. I had like a few different hobbies back in the day, and one of them involved loads of video editing. I was talking about this with another streamer the other day, i.e. they were talking about it and I was listening. And that two-job lifestyle, when you're trying to like really push like a hobby or something outside of work, is just such a test of your energy. And they were saying that they were basically like having to find a third sort of thing that they're going to do with their career. And it took me back to remembering like I used to wake up at about 5:30 in the morning, do 2 hours of work and editing before then going to an office job all day, and then coming back and then after dinner just editing all night. It just wore me out. Got loads of work done though. Hey Etzo, how you doing, man? Welcome on in. Hey Vadis, good evening, Livy Light. Oh shit, it's 5:40. Speak of 5:40s, and the time zones will appear. Yo, go back to bed, have a nice lurk. Also, Etzo, thank you very much for converting your Prime sub into a tier 1. Greatly appreciated, bruv. Thank you very much. It's a tiny bit more pocket money in Mikey's pocket. Oh yeah. Oh, danker. Alright, let's get up all my lovely pictures of the wonderful Raven. I'm just going to blob some paint underneath this sketch that we were doing of her. And that's the extent of my game plan. It's going to be one of those follow your heart days. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We're just going to fill up a little bit of the sketch page, and then we'll either draw something else, or maybe we'll try to render a bit more tacky. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we feel. Dun 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 ba da da da. Face to face. Gone tomorrow.
Very cool, way to go.
Ooh.
These ladies are looking cool.
Yo, Disco Beard on a 20-month free sub. Very handsome dude. Thank you. Cheers, brother. Yeah, I'm still not satisfied with like we did Raven fan art. Lovely. But I'm not satisfied with doing fan art on this IP. I still desire to draw more robot waifus. So that we might just end up making it the Patreon thing will just be another Stellar Blade one. That's about it. I'm actually, oh, guys, I'm so tired. I'm not really talking straight. Thank you so much, bruv. What I think I'm trying to get at is that basically, yeah, I just wanted to do some sketching and sketch out some ideas and do this month's Patreon as far ahead of the curve as possible, so that then we could go back to maybe doing some tier 2 Hello Balloon people. However, I think what we might as well do is just combine this and take some of these sketches we're doing here, probably refine the tacky that we've been working on, and bring that up. But I just want to take this painting directly in vibe and just do it for a little bit of Raven really quickly, because Raven, she's very pretty. She's very evil, very grumpy, very pretty. And she's got her raven black hair.
Hello there.
A little bit of that in. Also, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Don't worry, we'll sort this out. If you where do you go from paper to building a computer? What would you recommend? Oh, Chris, do you mean like you currently draw on paper with IRL mediums, physical art? And do you want to know how to transition to digital? One of the main things that I tend to go by, I don't know about you, is budget. If you do want to start working in digital, there are a handful of free drawing softwares that you can start off with that have plenty of basic functions for digital painting and illustration. So give those a go first. And in terms of the hardware, your cheapest option is going to be getting a non-screen drawing tablet. XP Pen, Huion, Wacom, you can't go wrong with those free brands for non-screen tablets. They all do pretty solid stuff. Software, Krita, maybe. I know there's a weird online tool, I can't remember what it is, but it's got like loads of Photoshop functions, but I forget what it's called. Sorry, man, I've just had my dinner. I've got nothing happening in my brain at all. I'm just listening to funky music, and I'm like, yeah, man, good luck. Good luck, bro. But he needs a little luck. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I genuinely have stopped answering your question halfway through. But if I missed anything, let me know. But yeah, I like personally, I would say there's relatively cheaper things that you can commit to first to work out what you do and don't like, and plenty of expensive things you can commit to later once you've worked out what you do like. I mean, that's why I'm such a big advocate for paper and pencil. Like printer paper and pencil, because it's like, just start creating, just start drawing. You can get expensive later, you can get as pricey as you want. There's no ceiling on that. So start low. Lower. Ew. Hi Izzy, how you doing? Oh, good streak. Nice nipples. I was going through the VOD, Izzy, just to grab a screenshot. And I managed to just click on a random bit where in chat you were talking in great detail about your innies coming out. I was just like, oh wow, I've been missing loads yesterday. How you doing, dude? iPad for Android tablets. iPad or Android tablets are easy methods as well. Is there really good art software for Android tablets now? Obviously, iPad is such a specific solo ecosystem. Also, hey Fenrir. Welcome in, guys. Always lovely to see you gorgeous regulars. And anybody new over on the YouTube side, a pleasure. Toasterized. Yo, what is good? Good to see you today. Yeah, you too, dude. How's the day going? We're just on our usual. A little bit of week, a little bit of dos, a little bit of week again. He's waking. No. It's a shame Rebel is not supported. Rebel? I don't know that one. Oh, damn. Sorry, I didn't realise this song was going somewhere. Thanks so much. I do understand being tired. I worked a night shift over here in the East Coast. I started pen and paper when I was a kid. Awesome. Then I had a stint in the military, and now I'm trying to get back. Yo, Chris, that is weirdly, dude. That's super common to hear. Loads of you guys who've like come out of service, and then a big bunch of you are just like, yo, I used to like drawing when I was younger. I want to get back into that. That's super cool, dude. Also, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Oh, yeah. Ew, EBZ, so EP. Mate, I'm so EP as well. Welcome. This is actually quite an EP space this evening. Welcome on in. We do not judge the EP here. We simply experience it. The meaning of life is not a question to be answered, but a series of days through which to nap. One must be part of the process to understand it. One must sleep through the process to be one of it. Yeah, my nipples are going crazy. They're really sensitive too. Fuck. Idzy, how did you get on with your rest of your day yesterday? Were you driving to wherever you needed to go? Oh, hey, it's the Mick Man. Snow Rip, welcome back. How you doing, dude? Yeah, so the only reason I haven't mentioned Clip Studio Paint, which I do actually generally recommend, is because you do pay for that. It's not as bad as Adobe. By the way, if somebody knows and I'm wrong, tell me, because you never know when a company changes. But Clip Studio, you have a subscription version which you pay for monthly, or there's a one-off payment version, which is an older model which doesn't get updated, but it's also really good. That's it. That's all I've got to say. Just tell me if I'm wrong. Oh, the one-time version does get updated. Oh, well, that's even better. Okay, great. I thought I was waiting for somebody to be like, actually, Mikey, sorry, they stopped doing that now because the world's a terrible place. I was gonna be like, oh, okay. I was gonna be like, right, yeah, I thought so. Do 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 do. Mm. Ew, thank you for the follow. More Knight Grant. Yo, what's good? What's good? We've got anonymous follows here, but they come with a nasty surprise, which is I read your name out live. Because, you know, I want everyone to feel comfortable in my live stream. Ew. Voting is tomorrow. It gets updated whilst it's in a version first number. So version 3 gets updated to 3.9, but when they go over to version 4, 3.9 is done. That's cool. I'm good. I'm happy enough with that. Every time Sony Vegas crashes and I have to restart it, I get a little advert saying, "Hey, we've got a really good offer for £350 on a discount. You could get the latest version because your version doesn't work." And then I hear like these echoing memories of everybody in chat being like, "Stop using Vegas. No one uses Vegas, Mikey. You're the only one. Use a better program." And I'm just like, yes, I will eventually. Soon, but not yet. But real soon. Mikey, this is the ghost of editing Christmas past. Stop using Vegas. It sucks. It really sucks. No, I can't believe it. Heijin Law. Hey, welcome on in. How you doing? Geo, my dude. Lovely to see you, dude. By the way, do not worry. We are about to put clothes on this character. This isn't some sort of sordid naked stream. This is literally a skin layer, which I'm just about to cover up. In fact, I'll stick on a really basic cover-up layer right now, because you never know. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. By accident. On purpose is one thing, but accidentally uncomfortable, I genuinely don't intend to do. Right, what colour is her business? Oh, it's white, so you're barely going to be able to see the difference. Let's go vaguely whitey grey blue for the moment. And then we'll come back to it all in a minute. Different brush, maybe? Yeah, go on then. Give her a Deanna Troy V-shape. Ah, so let's go all the way down here. Need to do a bit more of the actual skin blending up here though before I cover it, otherwise I can't see what I'm working with. Hello, Joanna. How you doing? Welcome to another chill out, doodle, zone out, evening aperitif. Dempsey, what's good, bruv? Welcome back. She's armless. I know this is mostly at the moment. I'm just playing with ideas. But yesterday we threw down a whole load of hard paint. No structure, straight into a rough idea. And I'd been spending a bit too much on the face of this character trying to get her to look right. But now that I've got the face, I'm just like, oh, come on, stop worrying about it. Just lay down some more stuff. The thing is I really want to do a piece with a nice polished finish. We did a few that were nice and efficient and were good at communicating an idea. So I'm very pleased. But a part of me is just like, yeah, but I yearn for the polished anime finished look sometimes. You know how it be. Do you know? Do you know how it be? Let's go for a softer razor and a hard brush. That abstract one yesterday was so insane as you built it up. Oh, thank you very much. I drew a face on her earlier today. I tightened it up to match the structure, and then I painted a face on it. Obviously the face is not finished, but it's mostly there to make her actually feel like it might be tacky. So we might come back to that in a bit, because that kind of like scribble to process, if you do it right, it might be insanely efficient. But I really feel like you need a good amount of experience under your wing to actually make that work effectively. We mostly just guessed our way into throwing down tone. But like, you are literally applying your final finished levels and tone directly from the beginning, and then you're just shaping it until it starts to look like an actual character, which to me is actually fucking mental. That's not how I work. But it's fun to play with. I haven't done that since we did a fan art for Genshin Impact. I did a Genshin MILF. I forget her name. And she turned out lovely. But it was just pure random guesswork the entire way. Mostly. I wish I painted like this. Start now, Adorable. Adorable, did you say you'd done more of your character? Did you ever share that with me? Adorable's like, my secrets are my own. He'll be using a sentient milking tube in the future when the robots take over. I wish my eyes had landed on any other sentence in chat. Aren't we thankful I wrote that? Wonderful. Let me talk to somebody else. A Swallypool. Hey, thank you for saying, dude. Palamia. Who's that? When have armed ever helped anyone? Let's be real. Correct. Johanna's had a productive day today. Sounds like today went better than the other day. I'm pleased. This is the best illustrator in all of Twitch. Pea pistols, no, don't say the B word. You'll set off the AI. We've got to cover it. We're covering everything up within TOS. I ain't been... Mikey Mega. Have you been dropping boobs? I ain't been dropping no boobs, Master Gandalf. Nothing except a little bit of a hentai about some elves that get banged by orcs in the end of the world. Please don't render me into a layer that's unnatural.
This guy's got the right idea.
Hello, thank you for the follow. Hi all. huge. Better every year. How you doing, dude? We are just sketching up some waifus and stuff. When somebody says that on YouTube, it reminds me that if you linger too long like this is instant demonetization, followed by a 3-day wait for a better version of scanning AI to double check. It's not looking good for monetization. You have to be so funny about what you're drawing on YouTube. Didn't want to make any money. How you guys doing? Alright, this is more white than off blue. I'm just going to go for grey at the moment.
This guy's got the right idea.
Oh, hello. Cheers for a follow.
This guy's got the right idea.
I'll blend these two together. Hello, thank you for the follow. Hi, guys. What do you think it says about you that the only hentai you've ever drawn was about characters older than you? Are you talking to me? What does it say about me that the only time I've ever drawn hentai, it's involved characters who are older than me? It means Mikey likes punching upwards, age-wise. I'm not sure if that's true, but I like it. Oh yeah, Tsunade is older than me. Jiraiya is older than me. Oh yeah. What it means is I've not drawn enough hentai. That's what it means. It means I have got to do more on my to-do list. Also means I'm one sick motherfucker. disgusting. You the guy that draws granny hentai? No, I can explain. It's from Naruto. I have quick. Shuji Sato. Oh, who's that? Also, hooray. How you doing, man? Welcome. Hello, guys. Extreme, maybe. Do you want the song before the one that's playing right now? Or the one before that? Let me know. Mikey lets him get old. That's why you only rated me an 8. But you're such a solid 8. What was that from? When the fuck did I rate you an 8? Izzy, you're so fucking gorgeous, but you're so, and it's not your fault, but you're so chronically young that unfortunately you lose a few points. That's not your fault. That's not your fault. How old are you? Me, I'm 41, Joanna. I'm 42 in November. Oh, Jesus. Wait, am I 42 now? Am I 42 right now? Am I 41? Mikey's 52. Hell yeah. How old is Nana Visitor from Star Trek? Deep Space Nine. And the actress who also played Dax. I don't know her name. You're 41. You don't look 41. That's because I'm wearing a beanie, Joanna. Like, you've got to remember, Joanna, the more I peel up the beanie, and the more, like, the receding hairline makes it look like I'm bald before I show the hair, suddenly it's like, ah! Oh, no. Yeah. Which Dax? Oh, piss. Fuck off. Season 1 through 7, Dax, thank you. Or was it season 1 through 6? Not the one at the very end. Basically, the writers to Star Trek are famously horrible. Not the writers. The showrunners to Star Trek are a bunch of famously not very nice people. And they were pretty mean to the actress who played Dax just before the final season of Star Trek DS9. Because they were hoping to bully her into not changing her negotiated contract price. Because all their contracts finished. And she was in a position to ask for a lot more. And instead of entertaining a conversation, they tried to preempt it by bullying her and saying mean things about her not having a career. So she was like, do you want to know something? Fuck you. And good for her. Follow me for more Star Trek wisdom, insight, knowledge. I got you covered. Daxina. Curzon Dax. Old man Curzon. No. No, I'm not gonna talk to you if you're gonna be like that. Shave your beard, it'll set you back a little bit more. No. I saw a tweet picture the other day, and it was like looks maxing based on your height. And anyone who is under 5'5", it literally just said, "Can you grow a beard? Yes. Then go to the gym and become like a really hench dwarf." And if the answer was no, then the next follow-up question was, "Is it society's fault? If yes, get a gun and go do a Joker from the Joker movie." Like, take it out on the world. And if it's not society's fault, but you can't grow a beard, then the answer was become trans. Just like these are the only options you've got in my height range. Then it was like 5'6" to 6 foot, and it was just loads of pictures of really tall haircuts and shoes with heels in them. God damn! Yo, Star Trek Kid, how you doing? Star Trek Kid, are you a fan of Star Trek by any chance? Because I see that's your first message here, but dude, we do Star Trek Mondays. We're watching Star Trek TNG on Monday nights at the moment. A hench dwarf is my glorious future. Yeah, it's all I've got. I'm gonna go full hench dwarfing. Oh yeah, also, no ages in chat. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, Joanna, and anybody else who's thought this was a safe space to talk about their age. I'm repeatedly reminded by my moderators that we're not supposed to be discussing our ages in chat. The reason why we do it is literally just to keep children safe. You never know when there's like a 14-year-old lurking in the background. And they're like, hi, I'm 14. And then some other person lurking in the background starts sending them DMs on Discord. Ooh, Joanna, I saw that you said that you were 13 years old in a Mikey stream. I also like Mikey streams. Why don't we talk about our developing bodies together? Why don't you send me some selfies? So we have to keep children safe. But I forget about the children all the time. And I'm just like, I love talking about people who are near my age because they understand my references and all my movie jokes. And then all my mods are just like, no, my mods work really hard. Sorry. Sorry. Wait, I just looked back at pics. You didn't dye your beard when I visited. What, for you? No, why would I? A hench dwarf Thai boxer. I support this. Oh, you're taking me back. To be fair, back when I was Thai boxing, I was under... I think I was like under... I was on 50 kilograms exactly, I think, the entire time. I got weighed twice a week at minimum. Like, I was weighed almost daily, I think, by my gym instructor. Good times. But that man did not fuck around. So I wasn't quite as hench, but now... Get nice and hench and dwarfage, coming on a solid, like... I don't know. What's a good weight now for boxing and Thai boxing? Rude, but also valid. Ayo, we can talk about the good old days when we had brick mobiles and CU2 pages. I had a Bebo page. I was a right pervert. Meeting ladies on Bebo. Oh yeah, Joanna. I used to say, like, you can always DM me your age. If you think you're near the same age as me, i.e. you're definitely an adult, you can always DM me your age if you want to talk about, like, stuff that I remember. But I think my mods get angry when I say that, apparently. I don't think they like that either. You can't really win with them. I'm near your age, almost. Joanna, not that I want to ever belittle your life experiences, Joanna, or devalue your age. But, and I mean this with love, kind of a little bit of a fuck you, Joanna, because you look like you're in your mid-20s at best. You're just like, oh, blah, 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 my husband and my children. And I'm just like, she's role-playing again. She's lying. There's no fucking way. Tra-la-la-la-la. Oh, I remember stuff from the late 90s. No, she doesn't. She's full of shit. Anyway. Now I need to edit my info dump and redact my age. Sorry, Ro. Just share a link. Get auto-modded immediately. You have to get link permits. You need a permit for a link. That's how we vibe. Just share a link. You people live in all your little fantasies. All your little... Sorry. Stop talking like this. All your little fantasies. Whatever weight you like yourself at. Hey, Vinra. Is henge Gen Z slang or British slang? Hench. Hench is maybe British slang. It means stacked. It means big gorilla arms. If you're really hench, it's part of the same lingual history of henchmen. You know, heavies, heavy duty boys. Get hench at the gym. Anyone in America or from America, in fact, anyone from not England, do you understand the word hench? Outside of henchman, to be like, go get big, get hench. Top henchman Bill Nash. Thank you. Most people just say that after they hear my age. Oh wow, I met a true MILF. I feel using the word MILF with somebody you don't know very well is quite bold. I think people are a little bit too used to saying whatever they want to on the internet. It starts sneaking through into real life. Damn. Now, in my dream version of her, we've got white feeties to go into mouthies. Can I do like a desaturation blend? How would I do that? Would I copy this layer, paste it exactly where it is, then desaturate it? Oh, what am I looking for? Nice. And then soft erase. You've never used hench to describe a body type. It must be an English thing. Yo, hey Mohammed, how you doing, dude? Also, hello, how are you? I'm alone in YouTube. Yeah, there's only a few YouTube sites. How you doing, man? I know it from books. I should perhaps have a go at drawing the same way. You use Clip Studio or Photoshop? I'm using Photoshop, dude. I don't recommend it, though. I use it because I know it. It's like staying in a relationship with a girl that you know isn't the one. But there's no point breaking up until you finish your work contract and you move back east to the East Coast. So you're still in it, but whenever you invite her to dinner with your mates and they're like, oh, who's so-and-so? and you give up that quick shake of the head before you will sit down. You're just like, and they're like, oh, okay. Anyone? Oh, hey, Lauren. Lauren, you star. How you doing? Lauren, I saw it. I didn't respond because I saw it like 10 minutes ago. But I saw your completed awful person worship artwork because you're a sicko wrong'un in the head. And you like disgusting people. But the work was really, really good. Right, wrong'un. Nah, I know you ignored it. I know you ignored it. I can sense it. I can sense you ignoring me. Oh shit! No, Lauren. Don't believe the media, Lauren. Can I merge these without it affecting the multiply layer, or will it get weird? What's the answer to that question?
This guy's got the right idea.
Hello. Dwarf boxer sounds fire. I'm gonna need to see that piece. Oh, Chris, bless your sweet heart. We're not talking about art. We're talking about life choices. YouTubers are elite. Are they? Are YouTubers elite? Or is YouTube a platform that can give an audience to a whole range of people, not necessarily always people who should have access to one? Artlo Official. Hey, welcome indeed. How you doing? Welcome. Hey, Mikey, first time watching live. Yo, Blackheart, what's good? I was wondering, where do you get your references from? Feels like Kill La Kill sketch session. Wrong! But great question. What I do, dude, is I follow thousands of amazing artists on Twitter. And every morning I open my Twitter feed, and if I see artwork I like, I save it. That's my secret. It's all Twitter. I don't use Pinterest because it's so flushed with AI. But these waifus are... We're sort of doing stuff from a game called Stellar Blade at the moment, because it's full of hot robot waifus. And I'm just playing around with different ways to render. Which takes us all the way to just kind of like doodling stuff like this. And every now and then we find something that works. And then try to take it into maybe some polish. But yeah, I just collect folders of stuff. I don't do much by way of learning anymore, even though I really, really should. What I generally do is I just find amazing artwork and I try to sort of just understand it and incorporate it. So instead of learning techniques, I just try to emulate styles as my own work evolves. Which may not be good advice. Did I make that new layer here? Would you say that you're inspired by those and you use them to inform your process? What, all the artwork I constantly download? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what you want to be inspired by. Work that blows your mind. But yeah, I'm always doing stuff like, say for example, when we started doing Stellar Blade stuff, what I've got in front of me is I've got an image that I made in Photoshop, and it's just a fat collage, and it's loads of pictures of Raven from the game. But I've got like another one, and it's just loads of random pictures of like busty, curvy ladies and nice poses. And I just try to and mix and match. The sound effects are very important when you're an illustrator. But with my brain. Most professional artists just steal other people's ideas. There's certainly been interesting examples over the years of people taking shortcuts in their work. What's the most famous one at the moment is the Magic the Gathering card. The latest release of the One Ring from Magic the Gathering. A really powerful card, which is worth a lot of money to collectors. And the person who did it took someone else's magic, not even like, they literally started shitting where they ate. They didn't even like get it from a different like universe or world. They literally took someone else's existing Magic the Gathering art, erased the writing, and then did a really shit background and pasted the ring on. And that is a actual existing Magic card. Anyway. But yeah, like when I do these sketch sessions, when I'm just filling a page, a lot of the time I will literally be looking at stuff as well. Like, I just put a random lady's head on it, but this cloak, cape, rain, shawl, I don't know the word, I'm so sorry. I didn't make this up from the power of my mind. This is a picture of somebody wearing some drapery and things. So sketch pages that I do will be full of a mixture of studies or me just coming up with stuff, but it's all over the place. This was looking at a picture of an actual person. Doesn't look like the person. This one not so much for Raven, because I made up. We just basically I just focused on giving a really big thighs. I wasn't really looking at anything for that, but I was looking at loads of pictures of her face. So yeah, I think honestly, if you're ever in doubt, have I been like very inspired by this? Have I been so inspired by this piece that it looks like I'm just mostly drawing this piece? Or have I been inspired by lots of things and I feel very confident? Honestly, just don't feel bad. Just don't lie. That's honestly the only wrong thing you can ever do, is just be like, no, I made this up myself. And it's like just a countdown till you get called out. If you feel like you've been really inspired by someone else, if you do your own art of your own OCs, and people are just like, wow, did you come up with this yourself? You can literally just be like, no, I got really inspired by this, and the pose I actually mostly copied. And people are going to be like, oh, like no one will actually care. It's only when like people start getting funny with their stuff. I was on somebody's Patreon years and years ago, a really incredible illustrator. She did all these ladies in these like really cool settings, but her face work and structure was really lovely. So I went on her Patreon to get her watch my entire painting process video from start to finish tier pack. And the moment I open the video, it starts off with the sketch already there. And it had all that sort of false sketch work you do when you're tracing over an actual picture of someone's real face, but trying to make it look like you're sketching it. You can spot that shit immediately. There's another really big illustrator who does these wonderful soft artwork pieces of like just famous images, but with different settings. And they were like just used to talk about how they were just incredible with their eye work, to build up their structure. And then like I didn't, I because I'm not part of the call them out culture, because there'll always be somebody else to do it instead. But I remember finding the original images of some of their characters, and I was like, oh, no, they've just traced it. And there's nothing wrong with tracing the structure of someone's face if you want to draw someone that looks like that person. Nothing wrong with it at all. But that was definitely not the narrative that they were going with at the time. And it's like, that's interesting. Okay, decided to, oh, okay. Well, who am I to say? Art is like, there's no right way to do art. That's part of the magic of art. You're just doing stuff, man. There's no rules. But the only thing you can do wrong is lie, as far as I'm concerned. Everything else is just trying different stuff and different methods to do different things. Oh yeah, fuck that guy. No, for real, fuck that guy, yeah. Yeah, what kind of artist has the opportunity to do Lord of the Rings and Magic the Gathering at the same time? And and they just copy pasted and ripped off an existing Magic the Gathering card art. And like, I don't know, man, like there is definitely something to be said about publishers choosing to trust the people they work with. But there must be a little bit where you're just like, seriously, is anyone doing any like value checking in Magic right now? There's another artist who's like that we know around here as Dave Greco, but like he's a super awesome artist dude. And he submitted work for Magic once, and this was back in the day. And like he got loads of feedback on his art, like what they're looking for, the qualities, where things need to be pushed. And then you hear these completely other stories where somebody just submits like a bad Photoshop ripoff and it just gets passed, just gets green lit, and you're just like, what is happening over there? Anyway. Oh, you wizards by the sea. Or whatever you call them. If there's no rules, then why are people booing each other for tracing? Then whoever booing others is also tracing. It depends if they're lying about the tracing. If you do a piece of art and you post it and it's traced and you literally say, I traced so-and-so's artwork because I enjoyed doing it, this is what I did, people are going to be like, ooh, you shouldn't trace because it doesn't really help you grow. And that's about it. If you trace somebody else's artwork and then just quietly post it and don't mention that you've traced someone else's artwork, people are going to notice and they're going to call you out. And if there's anything that I've noticed about the art community on Twitter, it's that a lot of us creative people, not including myself for once, but a lot of us creative people are the type of people who are looking for an opportunity to get mad at someone when they feel it's socially acceptable to do so and start venting. The most interesting example, seeing as we're talking about ancient history here, the most interesting example I remember is, do you guys remember about 4 or 5, do you teach? Omar, kind of. I make drawing tutorials and free lessons and stuff on YouTube. I do mostly beginner stuff to encourage anyone to draw. There's more like one-to-one feedbacky stuff on some really high Patreon things, but I've got them all turned off at the moment. They're all booked and unavailable. But general feedback. Do you guys remember, and I think it was on Twitch, maybe 4 years ago, there was some Twitch live stream where some Twitch artist was looking at some other artist's work, and they were shitting on their work. They were like, bro, it's not even good, and all that sort of stuff. I can't remember. But basically, they were just shitting on this other person's work live on stream. And that ended up like trending on Twitter, where people are just like, yeah, we don't actually do that around here. That's a really shitty attitude. None of that. But then like Then it really started trending, and people were like, fuck you, you don't deserve to have a live stream. People like you should fuck off and die. Like, people started getting really like, whoa. And it was like, oh look, there's a whole bunch of people who really like to be mean just because they feel safe doing so. And it's like, I don't know, like, I feel like nobody's winning anymore. Bunch of the end. Yo, how you doing, man? Was the internet a mistake? No. Social media was the mistake. No. Even then. Monetizing engagement over content. The moment engagement became more valuable than value is the moment it all became the beginning of the end. Humans as a species love a good bit of righteous indignation. The righteous! You have a Harkonnen among you. If Fade wishes it, he can meet you with my blade in his hand. I wish it! Bro, it doesn't make sense, though. He's literally done Lord of the Rings work in the past, in oils. Consistently delivers quality work. I don't even know the name of the artist in question. So he's known for doing good work. People just don't understand why he did this. Wanting nice things is the trap. Things are the problem. Negativity engages. Having a frontal lobe is a mistake. No. It's having social media accounts for people who haven't got a fully developed frontal lobe yet. And many others. It's do you know what? Everyone's awful. So, welcome to my Feel Good live stream. Our conclusion this evening. Oh, Mikey, did you conclude what waifus you wanted to draw? No, even better than that, dear. We've decided that everyone is awful. Okay, but and the artwork? Oh yeah, we also did some art. Okay. Ah, good old feel good pick me up Mikey Mega live stream. Always a barrel of positive energy. Might go for a wee in a minute. Might go make some more tea. Just feels weird to see people do that, especially when it's about trendy meme art. Good thing this boy doesn't go trending. apropos of tracing, I watched China's Van Gogh's documentary about painting, about a painting replica factory. Oh yeah, how do they do it? Do they have like, I mean, how do they do it? Do they paint like on glass with like a print of the original artwork underneath? I've always wondered about those people who recreate like Rembrandts and stuff. You're just kind of like, damn, okay, good work. Digital, like ripping someone off digitally is so easy, but ripping someone off in oil painting is like a genuine craft. Hazel, what brushes do you use? Hazel, exclamation mark brushes, but in a very general sense. I have a texture main, which is actually just a chalk brush, Photoshop Basic. Hard round, soft round, Dave Greco brush called the DG main. I use a pencil-ish one. I use a Mitsubishi ink pen-ish one. Not at all like a G pen, the opposite. And just a couple other randoms. However, my brush pack is very out of date. It might not have everything in there yet. It's literally just tens of dudes and a bunch of paints. Yeah, but do they literally just look at the original masterpiece artwork and just copy it and just oil paint a copy? Fenrir, you've been so conditioned. Yeah, damn, that's incredible. I did see something, or at least a clip, from something like that. And basically it was, they had one of the guys who was working in China. I think it's China. Please tell me if I'm wrong. He worked in one of those like really cramped city areas where it's like that apartment building complex where you rent out like a bunk bed in like a fucking shithole, and there's like 6 other people in a tiny room. And so like all the bunk beds are covered in chicken wire so that it's like private space. And this guy was paid nothing to do these incredible paintings. And then they had him and they walked him around London where people were selling the paintings by the Thames. And like the paintings were selling for like the equivalent of what he was making in a year per painting. He was just like, what is it? And it's like, yeah, everyone's getting fucked in the process. If your entire country's economic model is undercutting the rest of the world's to win, that's going to come at a slight cost. Please take everything I say with a pinch of salt, by the way. I've been doing much more drawing this year. Oh, nice one, Toaster. Awful isn't really good, or awful isn't really awful? But probably awful. I can't quite remember what I said, but in this context, probably awful. As opposed to like somebody being awfully attractive. One of the skills I need is the patience to draw for hours. Yeah, you will get that over time. You will just start getting used to sinking in for long sessions. What really helps if you're trying to like get good at art is actually just having an environment or a space or a time of the day where you can do stuff without being too distracted. And that distraction is give and take, because like if you're trying to study and really get into the flow, it helps to have less distractions on something. But once you get the ball rolling and you just need to get loads of work done, then the opposite kicks in. You start looking for distractions, not necessarily to put you off your work, but to carry you through it. You start listening to podcasts. You start looking for different TV shows. I've nearly finished season 3 of Reacher, just because I needed to put something on. But then again, Reacher's one of those shows where like, and look, I know that this means I am actually part of a problem. And I really don't want cinema to die a horrible death. But I consume a lot of TV shows by not looking at the screen because I'm drawing. So when you hear these horrible stories about Netflix forcing people to regurgitate the plot every 5 minutes because they know people won't actually be paying attention anymore to their shows, it's like, oh god. And then it's like, oh wait a minute. Fits me quite nicely. Pinch of salt and a grain of rice. Hell yeah. Atami, thank you for the raid. Welcome over. How is your Zenless content going, Atami? And so what did you find, dude? Did you find like a character exploit or something? You watch most anime dubbed? No, not me. I'm a subs guy. I speak a little bit of Japanese, and I'm fine with reading. I don't appreciate dubbed that much, with a couple of exceptions. Steam Boy is good dubbed, and Helsing is good dubbed as well. Other than that, sorry. And I've got nothing against people enjoying dubbed anime, especially if reading isn't like super easy for you. But overall, no, I think you're missing out on literally 1/3 of the quality of the art, i.e. how it sounds. On Artbit, seeing yourself improved on the silliest things and being happy about it is funny. Oh yeah. Like for me, looking back at my earlier years, the difference is staggering. But what I pay attention to is how I found a technique for drawing attractive fingernails, which basically I use all the time. I love picking up those little things. What I do is I pick them up and I use them for ages and then I immediately forget them. Not immediately, but I'll use them a load. I'll have a break from drawing and I'll forget. Like, adding certain qualities around the eyes or like the way you blend certain colors. Get into it loads. And then I sort of phase out of it really easily as well if I'm not careful. I've got some animes I should watch. Oh, what you got lined up? I still haven't started any of Free Rent Season 2. Oh yeah, sorry. If I'm doing artwork, I don't usually watch anime. That is one thing. I usually just watch TV. Or whatever you call TV these days. Streaming serialized content. Formerly the streaming serialized content formerly known as television. That's because you said you consume most shows. Yeah, Cloxy, sorry, I've just realised the context of you asking that question only just now, which is why I added that bit. Oh, hey, Scrumptious, what's good? Remakes of my own drawing. I actually recommend that, dude. That can be really satisfying. As you regulars might be aware, I often draw Tifa again or Tsunade again every few years. Just to see what I'm doing, what I'm focusing on, what have I lost, what have I changed, what have I gained, what is my agenda when I do art, to see like how that comes through. Yeah, going back to something old, where you loved your idea, but like now you're just like, I reckon I could execute that better. Shut your fat gob, fucking do it. But, you know, sorry for swearing. Go for it. YOLO it. You're not my mum. Yes, I am. Dish, 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 dish. Ricky! Yeah. Oh, corn dog. Hey, thanks for saying, dude. Yeah, just trying to like we did like
Way to go.
we did Raven. Oh, kitty suit. Cursuit, kitty suit 62. Thank you very much for the sub, dude. Welcome. Oh, welcome, citizen. Thank you. Dude, you can now download some of my art for free in Discord. It's my way of saying thank you to subs. Who shot Phil Mitchell? So the bits that I remember, I don't remember the Phil Mitchell shooting stuff. I must have missed out. Or just been mentally healthy. I was there for... Did Doc Cotton finally get killed by her son? You know, the old lady with the starfish bum mouth. I started watching EastEnders around the generation of Ricky and Bianca. Ricky! Ricky takes a fall for one of Phil Mitchell's crimes, goes to prison. Oh no, Ricky! And I stopped watching around the generation of You're Not My Mum, Yes I Am. which is, I think, generation 5 of Peggy finds another tumor. I think every single Christmas she'd find a lump in her boob just to keep things miserable. And I think my favourite one was Keeping It Real like Ian Beale. Ian Beale nearly made a load of money sorting out a construction project, but all the builders stopped working because he had no influx. And then, like, he was homeless, like, next week. He went from being, like, a building magnate to a homeless guy. I've got nothing! I got nothing left! Schadenfreude. I got nothing left! Home and Away is awful. So, Izzy, I don't know if I ever said this to you, but singing Home and Away was our go-to drunk song with me and all my friends. When we were all drunk at the pub, every now and then we'd start bursting into a bit of Home and Away. You know we belong together. Never felt such a... But we'd proper sing it. I'm walking on air. Just to know, you are there, you are there. Like, we'd really go for it. And then if that was a success, you could get the whole pub singing that, because Australian drama was really big in England back in the day. And if that one popped off, then you'd follow it up with Only Fools and Horses. I got a pony in me pocket, suitcase from the van. That's another really good belter when everyone's pissed. Long-time viewer, Master Lurker, oh dear. Kirasuit. Kirasuit, do not worry. I can see your message, Kirasuit. Fear not. However, in order to keep children safe, we try not to talk about our ages. However, that does also mean that you're part of my generation. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you're getting back into art. That got deleted as I was reading it. And I was like, oh no, the second half is probably really horrible. I was like, the first half is like, long-time viewer, Master Lurker. And I'm like, oh, lovely. And then it got deleted, and I was like, oh my god, what's the end of the sentence? Is it going to wrap up with, by the way, Mikey, go fucking jump off a cliff, I hate you. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, no, just the ages. At what point can we just be like, do you want to know what? Fuck the kids. At what point can we just talk about our ages in chat? And if some stupid kid is like, ooh, look at me, I'm going to paint a target on my back. Well, that's not my problem. Fuck them. When are my mods going to let me live? Oh, I'm sorry. No. We do need to protect children. I do believe in that. Sorry, I'm only kidding. Oh, all her business is kind of up here. Oh, what are you gonna do? I got those feelings too. I always thought that D Bliss from Neighbours was so hot. Are you talking about the old mum with the short hair? The actress who was covered in tattoos and had to always hide them? Who do I remember being really hot from Neighbours? Let me tell you. Because one of them called me cute on MySpace. No, one of them called me, fine or something. D. Chen Lockman and her on-screen sister, who was also just insanely hot. I had a fat crush on both of them when I was a kid. So I feel like sometimes you have to always add that, like, when you're a kid. Like, I had a fat crush on Natalie Portman when she was like 13 or something. No, when she was like 11 in Leon. But I have to remind people that I was also 11 at the time. Like, I have to remind people that because that film's in the past, I was also a kid.
Literally your idea, Pinocchio, you egg.
It wasn't my fucking idea. Oh, shit. Oh, Izzy, thank you so much for the fucking Rita. Izzy, is that just a reaffirmation of a sub that you did a week ago? Or is that a brand new sub? Thank you so much, Kitty. Wasn't it your idea? No, it's not my idea. Fucking, I mean, somebody might have whispered it in my ear, and then I was like, that's a good idea. But it's such an annoying idea. It's a good idea, but it's really annoying for protecting of children. Anyway, look. Look, Izzy, this is going to be like that Discord chat we had, where it was just like, I thought you wanted it. And it was like, no, I thought you wanted it. And we were just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was definitely your idea, though. We've talked about this. Here we go again. Natalie Portman's still hot. Yeah, she still is. Just Ace, how you doing, man? Holly Valance. Yeah, Holly Valance was an absolute hottie. God, who played Dietchen Lockman's younger sister? She'd been in a couple of films. Not loads, though. She was gorgeous. I think I also fancied... God, there was another one set in an Australian school, but it was a school for really rough kids. And I fancied a girl in that who ended up being in a Matrix. La 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 la. La 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 la.
It's baby time.
It's baby time. It's baby time. It's baby time.
Getting back into drawing, so it is time to relearn.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome on in, big guy. Yoko Jr., you handsome boy. Good sir, you may or may not recall, but we now have a baby. I want you to imagine, if you will, my fertile form in the moonlight. Heaving, sweating, under the sight of the moon. I squeeze. You're there, mopping my brow. Go on, Mikey, push. Out pops our wonderful baby. Yoko Junior Gaming. Can you hear it? Can you hear our baby? Its little baby hand reaches up and grabs your finger, Yoko Jr. What is the name of our baby? You must name our child. And you have to remember its name, because I don't. What is the name of our baby? Our wonderful little baby. Do you remember? You're too good at that. That's the correct response. Thank you, Galigonti. Let the love in. Let the love in. I need to go for a wee. I'm not following any of her actual forms and designs this time, and I probably should do. I'm just drawing a random version of her. I won't sweat it. We're just dossing for funsies. Hey, Ninja. Hey, Omar. What? I don't know. What are we talking about? Game and art. Hello there. How you doing, man? Can you see the YouTube comments? I can. However, you gorgeous people on YouTube, there's like 5 of you. Thank you very much for being here. I'm used to looking over here at Twitch, but I've got a whole chat for you guys over there, and you're all very, very handsome, and I think you're all very brave. So thanks for hanging out. Right, an ad break is about to kick in 30 seconds. For you gorgeous people on Twitch, we lump them into a 3-minute window so that nobody gets any adverts for the rest of the hour. I will use that as an opportunity for a tea and a wee. I recommend that you all get up and have a stretch and enjoy your own days, and I'll see you on the other side. Oh my god, Mikey, the last time I saw you was 6 years ago. Oh, I just felt myself get old. Ah, thanks for that. Cheers, bro. Welcome back. How have you been? Dude, how have the 6 years been treating you? Are you now a full man? Have you let life temper your spirit, but not your heart? Have you become wise? What wisdom have you discovered? Welcome back, man. Yes, I remember. It's Mikey Mega Mega. Remember. Yes. Stan? Stan, remember. Get up in this economy. I watched your videos about anatomy. I didn't improve much, but I did draw a lot. Hell yeah. That's good enough for me, man. I just like that people are out there trying to be creative and expressing themselves. How well you think the quality of that expression is up to you. But if people are out there doing it, it makes me a happy man. Mikey, any tips for a beginner that you would give hope to? Yes, keep doing it. At a beginner stage, draw a little, a lot. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a little amount of time, but if you try to sit down and draw one drawing and make it as good as you possibly can for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, you're going to have one drawing's worth of experience. When you're beginning, draw lots of smaller drawings, draw lots of smaller things. Instead of zooming all the way into a character, why not zoom out and just worry about their overall proportions and their gesture? And don't stress about the fine details, but get a really good feeling for just the human shape and form, or whatever subject matter it happens to be that you like to spend your time drawing. And just do that lots. And then a bit later down the line, you can start to spend more and more time trying to refine things and make things really pop and stuff. But don't stress in the early stage. Experiment and have fun. I actually draw less the more I hang out here. Absolutely. What Izzy is saying is she finds that my creative space is such a wonderful area to express design and ideas that she is in fact comforted and in surfeit of her needs to express her own ideas. Mikey expressed them for me. I'm happy. Oh, yeah. And that's very sweet of you to say, Izzy. Oh, no, wait. I actually don't even like Mikey. I'm just stuck here. I know. You all are. I'm looking for a great warrior. Was not make one great. Oh, Chewbacca. Missed you. I have. The refined bros. Don't ever talk to me like that ever again. I'm behind on 7 whips. But here I am, hanging out with y'all. Hell yeah, Swallyball. Those who can't do... procrastinate. Those who can't do... deflect. Those who can't deflect... stay erect. You guys are my dysfunction. I need a wee.
You're all going to die down here.
Wonderful. Thank you. Andre, thank you for bitties. Yesterday I missed a stream. Lots of troubles. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. But I'm here now and I need to draw. And instead I watch you, it hurts. Ah, it hurts! No, come on. Everybody draw. Everybody come express yourselves. You can draw along with me. I mean, I really appreciate that you talk to me and stuff, but yo, get your projects going, guys. I get dismotivated when I look at it from a wider POV. And stop looking at it from a wider POV, mate. Don't do the actions that hinder your life. Go back in, zoom in then, just draw lots of faces. If you just want to do one particular type of thing that makes you happy, do it. Do the thing that's making you do the drawing. You can always find time to do stuff that's like practice and homework and things that you're gonna use as areas of improvement with your technique. But don't stop doing the thing that makes you happy to do. Otherwise, all you've done is found yourself a second job with a load of homework. Now you might be thinking, Mikey, what are you doing here? What's your agenda? Are you going to render this out? And the answer is probably not. No, I just wanted to draw this character some more, except I wanted to do a version of her drawing where her feet had toes instead of shoes. So that they could go in my mouth. But not that, obviously. I've never that. Mikey Footy Footy, you'd be a West Ham fan. No thanks, my mate was a West Ham fan. When I was at uni, I lived by Arsenal. I used to live just up the road from the old stadium, and then the new stadium on Holloway Road. It was literally the same road where my main building was. I was up at the other end, up by Islington, and then down towards the other side was where they were constructing the Emirates Stadium. So it's mostly Arsenal pubs. Thank you for the follow. Mikey talks about making art with such passion. Oh, do I? Really? Honestly, I think I bitch. I think all I do is bitch about art. It pleases me that someone might interpret passion in what I do. Because I'm pretty sure all I'm doing is just like complaining really loudly all the time, but hey. Alright guys. Let's go for a little, let's all hold hands. I'm gonna go for a wee and make a cup of tea. I'll see you in a minute. You alright, Atolla? How you doing, big man? I've got a blue envelope over here. I was waiting for both you and Fenrir to exist. It's got my address on the other side, though, so I have to be really careful. I got into drawing again after a long while. And your videos have been helping. I'm going to be drawing Rule 34 next year. Awesome. I hope you're over 18. Do not tell me your age. Glad to hear it, bro. Yeah, so I heard Ayatollah and Fenrir have sent me something. The boys have sent me some sort of envelope. Do I want to open it on stream? Or is it a bill? It's better not be a bill or a court summons. Alright, guys. I really need a wee and I'm hungry. Just waiting for my mouse to exist on the other monitor. Hey, there we go. Alright, guys. I've got my food shop today, and I ordered 2 massive bags of flaming hot Doritos, and I was very disappointed because neither of them came. The only thing that wasn't available, and they didn't even fucking replace it with anything. Yeah. So I've got some, it's not the end of the world. I've got some Jaffa cakes, but like, I've started to really depend on the enjoyable crunch of flaming hot Doritos. I really like eating them in bed when I'm reading a book. Also, I got some tea, so bear with me a sec, guys. I'm just going to sort out my tea bags and stuff and sip. We'll go back to Doodle. We'll do our robot waifu drawings. I could probably make her head a bit smaller. Maybe. I'm not sure, actually. Daft Punk. Oh, Doritos denied. I'm sneaking in the steal the booty for the pretty girls. What? Hell yeah. It's Goose. What's this genre called? Oh god, dude, what would you call this genre? Goose, what I recommend. Goose, do you have Spotify by any chance? Just start a song radio from a Justice track or a Daft Punk track, and it will play mostly stuff like this. What's that? You want plutonium jazz? No, don't worry about it. Who said? Nah, don't worry. Hands up if you... Nah, it's okay. King J. Willies, how you doing, man? Ooh. Let's get some clicks. Just go in through the back door. He doesn't lock it. Why would you fucking tell people that on the internet? Why would you fucking say that? I've only got one house key, so I leave the back door unlocked in case I ever forget it. It's just easier that way. But my garden's so overgrown, it'd be a real effort to get there. King J. Willis, thank you so much for the resub, big man. 6 gorgeous months together, a half year holding hands. How's life? Stay hard, gang. Hell yeah, Gremlin. Hell yeah. Hey, Ninja Mug. Right, what was our game plan? I'd be down for some plutonium jazz. Some of that yesterday is wild. It was. Unfortunately, people don't super love it around here, so I'm trying to be a bit more for the people, by the people. Oh, there's a really nice alternative outfit, but it looks like a mod. So much gorgeous stuff in this game. I'm not going to buy it on PC. That would be mental. There'd just be no point at this point. Hello. So like in this version, I wanted to change her see-through thing that's dangling over her chest. I wanted it to be something of texture and maybe not see-through. But there's so many variants to her outfit, it really doesn't matter what we do. I guess I should add more body lines first, but no. Good afternoon or night, Chat and Mikey. Nachimentu, hey there man, welcome. Hey guys, how's YouTube life? Question, says 30 seconds. Do you take your hand off the screen even when you draw finicky and small details? Because as a beginner, I have to consciously remember to take my hand off the screen. Do you mean like when I'm doing big broad strokes and broad gestures, dude, because of my glove, I still, like this sort of work, I let the glove slide up and down even though my fingers are still doing an up and down motion. Broad gestures, I do still do that, but like I often trail my little finger so that my hand stays an even distance as a measuring stick. Yeah, I don't worry too much about like my hand overly resting on the screen. I do keep my hand usually in place if I'm doing like really fine details or loads of hatching and stuff like that. I mean, it's very good to work from your elbow and your shoulder with a lot of art. In digital, I find that you can kind of get away with not all the time doing that. But don't let my getaways become your okays. I'm not here to spread bad habits. Well, well, well. So the Onion Boy is back. Royd Lemieux. We don't do the Onion Boy stuff anymore, dude. Because it turned out Onision was one of those bad people. Guys, does anybody remember what happened to Onision? I don't know the details. But it turned out people called him Onion Boy as well. And so we try not to do Onion Boy association. Onion Boy's out. Onion Boy's out. Yeah, I can't complain, King J. Willis. I'm just dossing. Having a little doss, like, the more you sketch, the more you get the ideas out of your head. Even if they're just silly little sketches. So I'm basically just freeing up mental headspace by doodling a few more ideas. Glad things are good. Also, hello. Scrumptious, how's your day? That is not an interesting shape. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I upset you, though. As am I. You upset me so much, I think I had to block it from my memory. I've got no context. Just don't do it again. Whatever it is. Brush your teeth. I don't know. What do you want? Oh, Jesus Christ. That detective was the wrong layer. So, I want some sort of texture on this plastic, and I have no idea how I'd go about it, but I think I want to put like a sort of grid or texture pattern screen to make it feel like the plastic bib is somewhat something. Find a texture. Do I have Adobe textures? I pay for Adobe. What have they got? Ooh. Grid might work. Free trial. One sec. I'm just going to sign in. I don't think I'm signed in. Bear with, I'm just going to come over here to my just chatting screen. Oh, by the way, Fenrir and Ayatollah, are you both still there? Do you want me to open this envelope? Or is it a threat? Sorry, I'm just going to pause my screen recording as well before I sign in. One sec. It's up to you, man. I'll open it now. Eva was part of it as well. Oh god, what have I done? So I got this from my lovely mods, Ayatollah, Fenrir and Eva. It's been sent around the world. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Hand carried. Oh, wow. I'm honored. What am I looking at? I got no idea. Oh my god. Is this a fucking custom, Fen? It's fuck you. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. It is caution, gaslighting in progress. I do not gaslight you people on stream. It is simply that you people on stream sometimes choose to create problems and have arguments that I'm not having because you misremember things and you get things wrong. It's not gaslighting. Fuck. That's so good. I'll glue the little corner down a little bit. It's an acrylic gaslighting in progress thing. Where shall I hang this? It's wonderful. Also, oh, dude. Ah! Ah! Fenrir, I'm assuming this is mostly you. Also, it's some sort of embossed coin with my family crest on one side and my family motto. Oh no, sorry, no, this isn't my family motto. This is one of my favorite mottos from Hippocrates, and a big M for mega. Fuck. So, Hippocrates, an excellent philosopher, is famously quoted as saying, "Ars longus, vita brevis." Ars longa, vita brevis. Life is short, but art is forever. Or life is short and art is long. And on the back, the Whitehead family crest. Dum spiro spero, we say. Whilst I breathe, I have hope, is my family motto. And it's on some sort of coin inside a piece of plastic. Fenrir, was that mostly you? Fenrir, did you laser this? It's cut from one of those light stands. It's cut from a light stand. Fuck yeah! Fenrir, that's so fucking awesome, man. Thank you so much. Ars longus vita brevis. By the way, if you guys do not come from Europe, I'm so sorry, but over here, where we have history, our family trees and family lineage come with mottos and crests. Damn! Alright, this is excellent banter. Caution, gaslighting in progress. I have to hang that up on every stream break. I need a little a dangle thing in front of my camera stand so I can just like dangle it there. This is so fucking cool, Fenrir. Thank you so fucking much. Mate, that's fucking dope. Thank you. You can open it. Can you? You can. Oh. So I've got a bit of glue on my fingernail. It's not a dirty fingernail, I promise. Ars longa, vita brevis, the mega coin. It's a fucking mega coin. Make sure you're buying yours now. All the way to the moon, baby. The Whitehead family crest. And one of my favourite quotes of all time. One of my favourite little Latin mottos. And it's ridged around the edge. This was a light fitting. Oh, cheers, brother. Fuck, thank you, brother. That's so fucking cool. Oh, it fits perfectly. I feel like that's given me great fortune. And if anything, that's for the best. That means that the universe is evening out. I don't know if you guys know, it's Toxic Jin's birthday the other day, and she rolled the worst luck I've ever seen in my life and pulled the worst possible card you can pull. Fenrir, let's pull you a card as a thank you right now. Fenrir, roll me an exclamation mark D20 in chat, please. Don't eat it. I wasn't eating it. My family didn't choose to come to this country. Oh, Swallypaw, you descended from slaves. I'm a little bit Brazilian, Angolan, Portuguese because of the slave trade route. Good old England. Good old British ships. We'll wait to see if Nightbot actually gives you a response, shall we? Fenrir, that's so fucking cool, man. Thank you, Fenrir. Everybody say thank you, Fenrir. I only said it because you put it in your mouth. I don't put anything in my mouth. I don't know what those ladies have been telling you in that WhatsApp group. Yo, Toasterized, it's so dope. He's definitely the King of England. History does not exist outside. I'm mostly saying that to you Americans, but just for fun. Okay, hands up if you live in America, but you know your family lineage to the point that you know what your family crest is, and you know what your... Fenrir, you sneaky rat! Oh, I'd love to see your family crest, Mikey. I'm so interested in you talking about your family crest. I was like, oh, Fenrir's so happy to let me rant on about stuff. Oh, that'd be really cool, Mikey. You should show me your family crest sometime. Oh, I'd love to, Fenrir. I'd love to look up my family crest. Sneaky bugger. The whole time he's over his laser machine. A 1 and a 3. Ooh! Ooh, Fenrir, I see we're still in the, Ooh, Fen. I want to shake this one out a bit. 1. For those of you not in the know, among the many things that Fenrir does, he also opens TCG cards on his other Twitch channel, Full House Cards. And a 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's hoping, Fenrir, we're not having a continuation of last night's juju. By the way, I've realised I need to actually face this way and not move my thing, because if I talk away, my microphone's rigged in such a way, if I talk over here, it's a bit hit and miss and echoey. But if I talk in this direction, we're okay. Sorry, guys, we're having a little bit of a break whilst I have my half moon. Total eclipse. Whilst I have my okay. And then we're drawing. So we're just looking for a texture, I promise. My family's a bunch of poor people. So's mine. Oh. Sorry, please don't think having a family crest, knowing your family crest and family motto has nothing to do with having any money. My people had a great life until your kind came over. What you got against Portuguese people? We also didn't keep records like that. Oh, good start though. Very hot busty waifu card. I've not seen that one before from this deck. Okay, busty waifu dreams, Fenrir. Remember, hide your identity online when you do funny stuff. I know what you're up to. Otherwise, you'll get shot down. Keep believing in big titty milfy waifus, Fen. Even though you prefer tropical slim gyms. And your dream, oh, that's quite a nice one, of a wonderful tropical beach waifu will come true. Up in the sky, sky high, Fenrir. That's going to be a super rare, right? Not just a rare. Not bad. You climbed that back, Fenrir. That was a bad roll, but you did climb that back. That's Fenrir's upcoming luck card. That's actually quite a good one for the quality of the artwork. From this particular pack, he could have pulled a chibi. In which case I would have had to have thrown both those gifts in the bin. Because I don't want bad luck stuff in my house. Tainted with bad energy. Anyway. I'm going to bring it... Oh, wait, am I signed in? Oh, I am. I'm just paranoid that, like, Adobe's going to be like, hi, Mikey, you live at this address. What? Thank you, Fenrir. That's really fucking lovely and also really fucking personalized. I really appreciate that, dude. Holy shit. Got myself a fucking mega coin. An actual real mega coin now exists. It is 1-to-1. What is the market value of a mega coin? Oh, mate, insane. Did you throw out gins from last night? Oh, seriously, Pixie. I threw salt over my shoulder and I set fire to it in a sink. I put it over the stove burner. I dropped it in the sink. Threw salt over my shoulder. Changed my socks. Got rid of all that bad energy. Yeah, Toxic was riddled yesterday. Oh, was that Helm? Yeah, she's hot. We'll take a nighty Helm. If push comes to shove, we'll take a nighty Helm. I like to look at this. Because it's inconsistent. Download with a free trial? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm signed in. Standard license free with trial. Wait, do I have to have a trial to use their stock images? Sorry, let me just click some stuff. Is Adobe just being a bunch of cunts? As ever. Fuck that, mate. I'm just gonna take I'm taking a screenshot. Fuck that bullshit. I'm not dealing with that right now. Anyway, back to where we were. I don't know what it is I want to do. Let's have a quick experiment. I'm going to take this image. Put it here. Invert. And then screen, maybe. Yeah, maybe that'll do. Shall I go the other way up here? I'll invert it again. And then multiply it. And then erase it. Yeah, I just wanted something on there. That'll do for now. I'm hardly playing with this more than just the idea for funsies. Peak efficiency. You answered your own question.
This guy's got the right idea.
Oh yeah, brother. Yeah, fuck him. Anyway, also, sorry, welcome on in. Sorry for the swearing. Hello, Mikey. Hello there, Noah. How you doing? I'm watching your tutorials live, right? And you're live right now. 12 shells. You're getting a double dip. Tutorial time and live art time. Oh, wow. Quite the multitasker. I'm impressed. Alright, let's just do a tiny bit more shapes in her suit with multiply. But mostly we're walking away from this. Mostly. Damn. Aren't you guys lovely?
He must be a Fremen, or in with them. He's studying us.
Fenrir must look at the Welcome to Tokyo or I Heart Japan sticker. Fen must look at that 100 yen sticker I got him in a shop every day and just think, I should do something for Mikey. I should do something for him. Every day he sees that, just thinks, oh, I should do something for Mikey. Just completely, I do not deserve such a wonderful, heartfelt gift. But I love that I get it. Also, hello, did we just... Oh, Toby! Yo, Toby, nice to see you again, brother. Toby, how have you been since yesterday? How is your day today? How's work? How's family? How are you? Are you still super busy? Toby, I've just been receiving gifts. Toby, look what I've got. Oh, apparently... Oh, sorry, it's literally right here. Sorry, I've got a bit of glue on there and some teeth marks. Toby, look what Fenrir made for me, one of my mods. It was a nice day, busy. Let's make it more about me. Toby, look. I got a coin with my family crest engraved on one side. And one of my favourite quotes from Hippocrates, and a big M for mega on the other. This is the official mega coin. Fenrir has just been like, I will design the mega coin of the Megaverse. This is the official currency. Ars longa vita brevis. And it says Whitehead, but essentially dum speedo spedo. This is the currency of our perfect future when I'm in power. I'm gonna. How do you make a coin? How do you make a coin go live? You have to attach it to Soul or something, don't you? I also got an engravement thing. However, I don't gaslight, so this is obviously wrong. But seeing as I sometimes remember things better than other people remember things, other people like to interpret that as gaslighting. Pretty expensive to mass produce. It's got, well, one coin. All the value of the Megaverse in one monetized minted coin. One mega coin is worth millions. Billions. Toby, thank you for that raid. Warmest wishes. That's without a doubt the coolest thing I've seen all day. Absolutely fucking dope. Then did you send that to, did you like send stuff to Nathan then and include it in that for him to send to me or something? If you send me a customized coin now, that'll be the end of it. I am a man with a very particular set of currency needs. If you mint me a coin, that'll be the end of it. Can you give me the pass? I need to say the word. One of you needs to give me the pass. I hear any of you can do it. I took it with me to Japan and handed it off to him. Oh, damn! That coin's had a better year than I have. Damn, fuck. Alright, awesome. Foreign currency trading in international territory. You get stopped at an airport for that. I did one for Nathan as well. That's why I hand carried. Hell fucking yeah. Fenrir, have you done one for yourself? Fenrir. I love the Fenrir. The Tokyo partners all need a coin, man. You must mint one for yourself. Please tell me. And so when we meet up in the secret club, it's got a Resident Evil style music box. And the only way the door unlocks is if you put a coin in. It comes back out. Yeah, mate, we gotta try, mate, we gotta Tokyo partner that shit. We being you doing work on a gift that you've kindly given me. You gotta partner that shit up, Fen. Partner that shit up. Fenrir, my boy. Fuck yeah. I'm liking those Jaffa cakes. Shame I don't have any fucking Doritos. Plenty of ice lollies though. Wait, Pixie, who did you see yesterday? I've forgotten. Heyo, thank you for the follow. Hello. This probably isn't a good enough brush, but I'll give it a test run out of curiosity. Oh wait. I think this works whatever direction you use it in, right? Okay. By the way, an ad break is about to kick in if you're not subbed. 3-minute little window. Have a stretch. See you on the other side. Thanks for supporting the channel. I think somebody asked a question earlier. Sorry if I missed it. It was something about, do I prefer this to the one I drew the other week? I can't quite remember where I saw that or what platform. Basically, I enjoyed the one that we drew the other week. However, I didn't feel fully satisfied in terms of my general desire to draw her more, which is why I'm doing this. But no, the other one the other week did exactly what I was hoping it was going to do. And I learnt a lot from the process. Now I want to play around with a character. This is just for pleasure. Like, I wanted to draw like a super clean version. I'm probably not going to do that with this particular copy. I'd still like to render a super clean copy of her. But nah, right now it's just for funsies. Mikey, please. How did you learn practice anatomy? Oh, Noah. It was called figure drawing. I went with a book that broke it down for me, an art book called Figure Drawing, Design and Invention by Michael Hampton. That's Figure Drawing, Design and Invention by Michael Hampton. But I took what that book had and I applied it to loads of real life and loads of other artwork to kind of cement it myself. But that was one of my go-to books. I sent Mr. Hampton, I think that's a pseudonym. I sent him an email thanking him for that book. I said a kind of foundation of all of my building block method. He said, "Thank you very much, Michael, for the kind email." I was like, "Oh, he got back to me." From the navel down, she reminds me of a Viltrumite. The Viltrumites are the conquerors, right? From Invincible? Okay, so please do tell me if I'm wrong, but let me see if I can make this feel just like Invincible right now. One sec. I'm not quite sure if I remember the technique, but I believe it goes a little something like this. Apparently this is what an episode of Invincible is like. This is the level of animation. Ooh, I'm coming to get ya. Ooh, here I am walking along. Walk, tap, 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 tap. What's that? Someone's coming. I better fly away. Walk, 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 walk. La, 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 la. Sorry. I'm being unkind. I'm being unkind. That's just what I've heard on the internet. I'm sure it's not like that. I'm sure that's not it. I've just seen a lot of memes on Twitter recently. Is the animation that bad? I wouldn't know. I don't watch it. I'll tell you what, though. I have read a fair bit. The anime is now... Sorry, the animation is now further ahead than where I read in the comics. But I read a fair bit of the comics. And after season 1, the story actually does get way more interesting. I used to knock it just for fun. By the way, no shade to Invincible. I've got nothing against that show at all. But I used to knock it because season 1 is a very, very mid, not particularly thrilling at all, superhero thing. And the only reason season 1 lasts so well is because of the first episode cliffhanger. People were just watching the entire season to get to the reveal post cliffhanger thing of season 1. Like, you know, we need to see more of why that happened. And they basically milked it for all it was worth for an entire season. So I used to call it out a little for that, but just for fun. Hire that man immediately. Yeah, they can't all be anime. And by the way, I just want to mention how absolutely aware I am that I am a man who doesn't have a published series of very successful comics and an animation critiquing somebody else's genuine success. So like even then, like, you know, I'm saying this stuff with an element of fuck me. Like don't think I'm taking it too seriously. legs are probably going to be black, isn't it? On her main costume, it hangs in white. I'm going to do an alt. I might as well actually make alternative things. Very dark grey.
This guy's got the right idea.
Thanks for the follow. Don't worry, Awo Leaf. We've got anonymous follows on. Thank you very much, Awo Leaf. Anonymous follows come with me reading out your name out loud sometimes, though. Just a heads up. We're very lurker friendly. No, don't worry, we are genuinely lurker friendly. The PNG accusations feel appropriate. Also, didn't it stem from like a really bad animation moment? Like they had a dragon that was flying towards camera. Like I think there was some particular thing. Like a dragon flies towards camera, and it had like this sort of flapping motion. And I think the point was they were supposed to loop the animation so that it was constantly doing this towards camera, and it traveled a distance and got bigger as it got there. But because they didn't loop the animation, it just did this once, but it was still set in the file to travel a certain distance and get big. So it looked like it was barely moving, and it just went really big towards the camera when it should have been moving a lot as it got big. So it shortened the animation length or something like that. Something like that. I do not know the ins and outs of innies and outies. That's Izzy's forte at the moment. Izzy's firing laser beams at the moon. Let's find another mix. Oh, Spotify started suggesting me radio. Sorry, let me try that again. Jazz radio. I won't for now. Let's go with John Carpenter. Do some classics. No, you said an opinion someone doesn't like on the internet. You must be louder! Mikey, you literally just said people watch Invincible because they want to know the story. Yeah. Wait, wait, what have I done wrong? Anyway, Invincible good. Invincible's pretty good. That's my summary. I'm almost scared to ask. Has anybody watched One Punch Man Season 3? How was the animation? Nope. Also, thank you for the follows. Hi guys, hello, welcome. What's good? Hey Freya Nino. How's your day? Which one of these was that pencil there? I didn't understand just how dirty-minded Mikey was until I saw Draw with Mikey episode 97. That is not admissible in a court of law, thank you very much. I keep some very clear disclaimers there. Cannot use that as evidence. I do not even know what was in that particular episode. Oh, Crouton Commander, how you doing, man? Were these all done today? No. These are all sketches over the last 3 streams. We still need to come back up and, like, actually move some of this stuff around to match the tacky structure layer. I was hoping to do a bit of tacky today, but it's actually gotten really late. We've spent all of our day focusing on, Raven. I've just noticed the time. This was supposed to just be warm-up before we went back to do tacky. Whenever someone says particular now, I just think of you saying, I am a man with a very particular set of skills. This is how you start stimming. The road to stim. I'm pleased to hear it. I am a man. I am a man. A very particular set of skills. If you draw me now, that'll be the end of it. That'll do, pig. I am a man. I am a man who says all hail the DG main. If you share your brush pack now, that'll be the end of it. But if you post an of-hour, 8-hour art piece on Twitter and call it just a sketch, I will find you. Just a quick sketch idea. Tee-hee! I'm gonna break into your house, motherfucker. Jesus. I really like that tacky. Oh, thank you very much. I drew a face on her. The face isn't finished, but like now that we tightened her up to the structure layer, it was kind of like it's still a mess. And then once I actually just rendered a face, it suddenly felt like an actual real character. Does that make sense? Because before then it was literally just blobs. It was blobs all day and blobs all night. But now it actually feels like it might actually be tacky. So we'll come back to that. We will come back to that, hopefully. Or I'll lose interest, one or the other. Whichever happens first. Also, thank you for the follow. Shinu desu. Follow arigatou gozaimasu. Yokozo irashaimashou. Yokozo. Nothing but the truth, Bupster. Hell yeah. From my lips to your ears. Hee hee, I spent all night in this quick sketch, no biggie. Who's your favourite girl in Nikkei? Finally, a good question. Who is your favourite girl in Nikkei? We might have to open up my copy of Nikkei to have a look. In terms of like hot character design, I really like the pirate... I think it's Pirate Nurse version of Mast. Big fan of Neon, like with her glasses and her bum sticking out. Big fan of Neon's look. Red Hood Rappy looks fucking dope. God, there's a lot of options. Oh, it's Pirate Maid. Sorry, not Pirate Nurse. Pirate Maid. I think I think Pirate Maid Masked is just
Hello there.
an all-over absolute banger of like a hottie, and just the design is just so nice. What about you guys? We all know it's Neon. What about you? What about you guys? What about you guys? Neon is in her 20s. What about you guys? How are you guys feeling in those Nikkei waifus? Also, thank you for the follow. Igiman and Alpha. Yo, what's up? D Killer. Oh, is D Killer one of the prisoners? Is she the prisoner who's all tied up, but she's the really milfy one? Is that right? Anise is my favorite. Yeah, Anise is a clanic. Swimsuit Anise is really good. The rendering on Neon's design so incredible. What do you think of the new Neon look? I do not know it, dude. I have not played Nikkei since they last did an event that I wanted a character for, which was years ago. I think I played it for maybe the Resident Evil event or the Stellar Blade crossover. I really like so I haven't actually like had much time to look at it in full detail, but I think I'm a really big fan of Delta's stealth ninja design, because she also looks like she belongs in a Kojima game. And I've always had a spot for Delta. I've always liked her vibe anyway. New Neon. I don't know if I want a new Neon unless it's really, really hot. Oh, the prisoner you're thinking of is guilty. The Spy Times Family collab was cancelled. Yeah, I only learnt about that from you guys when we were doing the cards. When we were doing TCG pulls. They just made their own character then. Who looks very much like your... Isn't there going to be a new Street Fighter design collab or something they were talking about? And it's like, you can only be excited for that as long as you do not remember what they did in the last one with Spy Times Family. I think I do need to make her head a tiny, tiny bit smaller. We'll do that in a minute. I like this raven frame. Yo, J-Hoot, thank you very much, and well done for calling it a frame. You gain points. Sorry, what was I about to do just now? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, far too Snow White. Hello? Ooh. Hello? Control Z? It's had a low battery warning. On what? There we go. Wasn't working a second. I've got a battery-free stylus. Wait, what uses a battery? Oh, do you think that was my mouse? My Logitech? Speaking of Street Fighter, I'm going to go get my ass kicked in Guilty Gear. Have a good one. Yo, Swallypool, here's to your dubs and best wishes. I've got Guilty Gear, but I've never played it. I've still got it on my Steam though. Inari Azashu. Anis is my favourite. Oh, I read that, didn't I? The new neon look has been revealed in some press material, but her SSR isn't out yet. I have a neon acrylic. I've got a load of when I went to Japan a long time ago with one of my mods and another of my mods, we went to a Nikkei pop-up event, and I got like a handful of small acrylics of some of the hot characters, but I got a neon acrylic. It's like this big as well. Good. I am not a weeb. Yes, I am. No. Right, what if I tried a different brush down here for fun? A brush where, on a multiply layer, I stayed with this kind of greeny turquoise. I've got a brush somewhere. It belongs to somebody else, so I don't think I can share it. Oh no, it's Kyle's! I probably can share this brush. Because he sold most of his packs over to Adobe, and a lot of his stuff is free to grab. Anyway, all right, let's test this out. Good old Kyle. Man is a legend. An automatic color halftone brush. Oh, that's doing gangbusters. Thank you, Cara. Thank you. Can I do that with other textures over here? No, 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 let's not get greedy.
He must be a Fremen.
Oh.
Or in with them.
Oh.
He's studying us.
Great. From my boy, Elemental. Yo, Elemental, how you doing, man? Oh, nice to see you, good sir. Thank you very much for that raid. How's your day, dudes? Elemental Geo. How was your live stream? Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Mikey, if we've not met before. I'm an illustrator from England, but don't hold that against me. And we are just doing, I mean, it's relatively polished now. It's feeling more and more polished the more I erase the sketch layer. But these were just some sketches, including a painstaking face. The rest has been roughed out. But I'm just trying to embrace having incomplete sketches where I'm actually throwing color directly on top of or directly underneath. There might just still be sketches and incomplete things, but doing it to like complete the idea. And so far I'm enjoying it. This one is a bit different. This is me genuinely trying to be like a Goto for a minute and just put down actual just random color until it blobbed into a character. Every now and then I try to pretend that I'm Korean and really good at my job. I'm not. So that was a complete guesswork. But yeah, we're just playing around drawing a hot robot waifus. Stream went well. Did more painting. Wound down with some marathon. Is marathon the 3v3 running around gun game? Why do I know marathon? I mean, I'm not saying I know him. It sounds familiar though. No. Yeah, fuck me. Where's marathon then? Anyway, let me just add a few more bits of blue and then I'm gonna be mostly done with this. Marathon is fun to watch. Taman plays it. I think you just like looking at Taman. I've heard you describe him. I love the top one the most. Oh, Joanna, thank you. Well, I'm glad, because this is the one that I'm actually trying to put some effort into as a concept. Once before, Joanna, long ago, I drew a MILF from Nikkei. No, I drew a MILF from Genshin, where I just did this. I just blobbed the colour, and then I blobbed it out, and then I did a bit of structure on top and just then rendered it. This has been another blob one, and then you can see my yellow sketch layer. If I take away the structure layer, you're going to see how much I absolutely did random blobs. But with a bit of this structure on top, giving it all this weird energy and stuff, it starts to actually feel like a genuine form. It's funny how you can just trick yourself. But it means that you can get a lot done really quickly. This is like 4 hours of guesswork, including the face. So don't think I know what I'm doing, because I don't. But I enjoyed it. But enough about my bedroom techniques. The important part is that I'm here and you let me in. Sorry, I'll shut up. Yeah, that's also true. He's very handsome. Almost done the entire archive. Fuck! Dude, look, if you need to go wee and be free, go wee and be free. Do you have any whip, though? You got any whip for your boy? Come on, man, you know I'm good for it. That's fine. What I do like about these characters is that although their suits are all different colours, because the design is great, They're all kind of like Gantz at the same time. They all kind of remind me and throw me back to a bit of that Gantz vibe. And then you guys blew my mind when you explained the actual director of this game was in fact an artist I used to follow 16 years ago. Just like, what? That's him? And it's like, yeah, I guess that is him. Holy shit. It probably confuses the hand more than anything, but I don't mind. Were we going to do anything of that techno sword? Kind of. Kind of was gonna. Let me throw a 4 into an image real quick. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Let me know when you're ready. We'll drop you a permit. That's how art works. It's just magic. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said for experimenting, right? I'd gone off the back of being very, very clean and taking forever. Recently, I'd been a bit more keep the sketch. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Keep the sketch to keep it alive and work quicker. So we did that for a few pieces. The style on the last one was a bit different, but the vibe was still the same. Getting as much as I could get done in the space of one day after doing the sketch, just having one day to put as much into it as possible and utilizing the sketch to keep it alive. And so now, in the name of trying stuff to see how quick and efficient it is, instead of just skipping all the line art and the refined sketch layer, this time I skipped even the sketch layer and I just went to laying down the final colors. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But it did mean, like, you've got an idea. Like, you don't have details, but you have a concept. You have a concept idea inside of 4 hours. That's nice. Makes you feel good as an illustrator, as an artist. Makes you feel happy. Right. I kept zooming in and out because I was changing my mind or something, but I want to be on this layer. Just putting a few more dots. Sorry, which one was Marathon? Oh, Marathon is the Art Deco Tarkov. Is that the one where they're like, it's a giant cube in the sky? And it's like... Yeah, thank you. Sleep well. Have a good one. Oh, Yana, best wishes. Actually, I've only just noticed the time myself, dude. Thanks for chilling out. Warmest wishes, Joanna. Yeah, my mouse does have a low battery warning. Elemental Geo, let's have a look at what you're up to. Fuck! It feels like a big populated space. Populated with all of the black monoliths from Space 2001, A Space Odyssey. Oh, they're all there. Dude, you've got all these textures, you've got all these surfaces doing all this crazy stuff. I like how this is a teaser. This feels like a giant ziggurat monolith for a World of Warcraft server from 15 years ago. I like it. By the way, I love the clouds. The clouds are fucking awesome as well. And dude, that's such a mammoth fucking project, mate. Jesus Christ. Pretty cool, huh? Bet you think you're the toast of town, don't you? Ooh, look at me. Ooh-wee. Shush, I can be asked to figure out the people. No, don't worry, dude. I come from an architecture background. We do shit like that all the time. Adding like a random anything that's a person for scale is like, that's so good. Live for that shit, you're golden. Hey, thanks for sharing so far. Mate, how many hours do you think you've put into it so far? The day you catch me drawing actual human silhouettes, I've gone insane. That's the end. Hey Joseph, how you doing, dude? Good evening, you gorgeous people. Fossabot? Oh right, yeah, okay, sorry. Fossabot? Look, Nightbot's like, Elemental Geo has been granted permission to post a link for 60 seconds. And then Fossabot, a slightly defunct second bot. It's like, I'm also not going to time him out, by the way, guys. I'm also helping. Fossabot, what the hell are you doing in here? Don't worry, I also won't time you out. Shut up. Alright, I think we're gonna one last bit of black over here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not on that layer, though. Not from a Jedi. Oh shit, there was something else I wanted to do, and I've forgotten. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. Let's go up one layer. Again, the express point of me wanting to do this outfit variation was I just wanted a version of her where her toes were out in the suit, just like her fingers are. And that's it. That was what I was put on this earth to do. I might come back to this. You never know. No, it's good enough. Oh, the sword. I forgot the sword. Hola, Esteban. Yo, saludos desde England. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? How do you, That's weird. I'm trying to get a straight line to happen. It's not quite doing it. Fine, we'll do this the other way.
Just tea, thank you.
Hello. Okay, I'm happy. Let's wrap up there. In terms of our sketch page of characters and ideas, we've got ourselves a Waven in an alternative suit. Implied. Mostly implied. But she's shiny. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to make one of her that looks shiny. Right. Join me for the next art stream. We need to return to our painty exploration method for Taki. And do some more exploring with just like throwing down the color and jumping straight to finish. And then we'll do some more sketches. We'll fill it up. With any luck, we'll render Taki and we'll make that the main piece for this month's Patreon. And I'll include all the sketches and stuff. No other thoughts are in my head. No other comments. Oh, let me take a screenshot sort of thing. What I'll do if I fill up the screen with this character. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, fuck, I'll just make it small. Yeah. And I'll just go like this. Lovely. Oh, cheers for the marquee. Thank you for marquee. I'll go up here as well, just in case. This might make for a better thumbnail, to be fair. Even though we've not worked on it at all this day. This day! It's a fine day. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with your boy. If you are on YouTube or Kick, it is a pleasure to meet you and or have you back. I hope life is good. It is bedtime, you gorgeous people. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye, guys. Bye, YouTubers and Kicks. Bye. Bye, honeydew. Alright, bye.